you guys? Welcome back to my channel. And today on Addie's Books and Movies Chat, we are going to be discussing the movie Rugrats in Paris. Now, this movie starts off with a meme that I'm sure all you adults get if you are watching this with your children. The Godfather. And it begins with Chucky asking the Godfather, and it begins with Chucky asking the Godfather for a new binky for his baby brother Dale. And then we get to Phil and Lil in the story, and they just want to know how a stuffed animal horse head got in their crib. In The Godfather, it's played by Angelica. So Angelica says, well, that's what you get for wiping your boogers on Cynthia. And then we get to Chucky's wish. And he doesn't know what to wish for. And Angelica tells him, oh, we'll just pick something already. And then he starts picking his nose, and then Angelica says, I don't mean your nose. And so Susie comes to get him out of this mysterious office that they're in. And I hope they don't get any trouble for this, because they are in this mysterious office. Oh, and FYI, I have never, ever in my life have seen The Godfather, and I really don't care for it. So anyway, back to the movie. So, Angelica actually finds this new binky from a baby, and she puts it in Dale's mouth. And then the baby who had the binky, he starts crying. And we finally get to the part where we are celebrating the newly wedded couples. So, it is Tommy's grandpa and new grandmother who is celebrating their newly wedded anniversary that they are having. So they're having a little party at the center or a nursing home. I forget where this is at. But it's time for the kids to dance with their moms. And Chucky doesn't have a mom, so he just sits there looking all sad. But I just don't understand why the dad didn't dance with him. But I do understand. But I do understand, I do understand what Rugrats in Paris are trying to do. So anyway, after Chucky and his dad go home, Chucky's dad ends up looking at old photos of his wife and him together on their wedding day. So Chucky gets up from his sleep, and Chad says, oh, Chucky, your mom was an amazing woman. I bet she's up in heaven right now looking down at us. And he said, maybe we could use a mommy touch around here, huh, little guy? But Chucky is fast asleep with this cute little teddy bear that he calls Wawa that his mother made for him. So the next day rolled around, and Chad's and Chad, Chad, well, actually, yeah, his name is Chaz. Okay. Chaz is okay. Chucky's dad is at Tommy's dad's house, and they are trying to get him in a date on the internet. And then the baby, and then the babies are curious, and they say, "What are dates?" So Angelica tells them if Chucky's if Chucky's dad gets if Chucky if if Chucky's if Chucky's dad gets a wife, that means Chucky gets a new mommy. So at the dance at the dance he asks Angelica for a new mommy. But Angelica says that game is over because she is on the dance floor, and Chucky says, "Well, that's my wish." And then he goes home as 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 you guys will see in the movie. He goes home after this. So anyway, Chucky's all excited that he's gonna get a mom, and we flash forward to Paris with a lady called Madame, who is actually a director for a play that has Stu's rat-tard dinosaur in it that he designed, but all of a sudden it breaks down, and she told her secretary that she wants Stu Pickles and the rest of his family down here immediately to to so 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 she tells her secretary that she wants Stu Pickles here immediately in 24 hours, or another head will roll, just like it rolled off of the robot dinosaur. So he says, "I'll take care of it personally." Then he calls the assistant Kara that is sitting in the seat, and he says, "Kara, Madame LeBoot want her pickles now." So she calls Pickles from America, from Paris, to tell him that her boss wants him and the rest of the family down there to fix the dinosaur. So they are off to Paris, and now they are in Paris. And now they got this fancy hotel to fix the dinosaur, and everything is wonderful. On the other hand, Madame gets a call from her big boss, and the big boss tells her, that runs the company, that he is stepping down and he is looking for his replacement, and she quickly said that she would be happy to run the company, but he is not looking for just anyone who made the company lots of money. He is looking for someone who has who he 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 is actually looking for someone who has a heart of a child. And then she quickly mumbled under her breath, "Oh, I must have one in the jar somewhere." And then she lied and said that she's engaged, and then she invites him to the wedding. And then when he gets off the phone congratulating her on the wedding, she is just so mad because she lied, because she's not married, and she told that fib just to get his favorite in the company. And then Angelica pops up from her desk. Oh, by the way, they snuck into the office and they're playing with their fists, but Kara comes to get them, so they're all cool now. Kara is the secretary with her little girl Kimmy, and they are living in Paris. So, Kara is the secretary and she works in the office. Keep her in mind. You will see more of her as this video goes on. So anyway, Angelica goes to hide. Once she sees the lady coming, she goes to hide, and the lady doesn't see her. So anyway, that's how she got in there. So anyway, she comes from under the table, and the lady finds out that she ate all her chocolates, so she tells her she tells her secretary to get them back. And he's about to put his hand in Angelica's mouth and get them back, but he doesn't really do that because Angelica says, "No, wait, I know where you can find a man with a brat of his own." Because later on that day, she said, "If only I can find a guy, well, a spineless little man with a brat of his own." That is what she said. So anyway, she finds out that Chucky's dad is dining at the restaurant with Stu's family. So she goes there pretending to be all nice. And then it turns out that they actually do end up going on a little date, and the babies get lost because they're trying to find this magical princess that could be Chucky's mom. But this is when things move a little too fast, because let me tell you. When Chucky finds out about the princess at this parade that they are having in Paris, this is when Chucky decides, alright, she's gonna be the mom. So the Lady Madame dresses up like the princess from the stage play that they saw, and basically grabbing the actress off the stage to play the princess at the beginning of the movie. No. Oh, forgive me. In the middle of the movie, there is this play with Reptar and this princess, and Angelica tells the woman the truth that the Finster kid is looking for a princess for a mom, And let's face it, lady, you're no princess. So she dresses herself up as the princess, and she goes and sings. And then, by then, Chaz and her almost get married, but no, Angelica busts in with Kara and Kimmy, her daughter. Kara, Kimmy, and the two dogs bust in with Angelica and say the reason she wanted to marry Mrs. Chucky Zeddy is because she just wanted to be president. And then everybody knows about this at the wedding. So Chaz calls the wedding off and says, "You weren't the woman I thought you were." Oh, and do you know that invention? Do you know that invention that Tommy? Do you know that invention that Tommy's dad made? Yeah, he ends up taking it to the wedding. It ends up exploding, but the babies are okay. And Chucky runs inside and says no, and that is his first word. And his and his and 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 his and his and, and his and his dad hugs him and says, it's okay, Daddy." And then and then that's when we learn the truth about Coco, when Tommy stops the wedding. By the way, Coco went oh oh um oh oh um oh you guys, by the way, Coco is Coco mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Co- mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Coco is the boss in Paris, that the one that wanted the company, in case you got it confused. And 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 then and then at the end and 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 and, and then at the end, Kara ends up marrying Chaz, and and um and Kara ends up dancing with Chucky on the dance floor, and Chaz ends up dancing with Kimmy, and it's just so sweet. It's just so cute. And then at the end, they end up having this gigantic food fight where Chucky says to Tommy, "Well, Tommy, I guess this is how it's gonna be from now on." And then they both end up laughing. And that is the end of Rugrats Go to Bears.